Hi there, Tammy back again, talking to you about how to speak to your ideal client, how to talk to your audience so that they want to work with you. Something I learned the hard way is that you probably will have to try out a few ideal clients before you really find the person that jives with you, that you really find the audience that jives with you. That you wake up in the morning and you get out of bed and you think, okay, I truly want to help this person and I want to make money doing it. I failed a few times. I started out helping children and realized really quickly that you had to get through the parents to get to the child. And it was a pretty big hassle for me. I didn't enjoy it at all. I decided then that I was going to really dig in to who I was and the gifts that I'd been offered. I thought I wanted to work with kids, but it also wasn't anything that I'd experienced before. And I thought, maybe that's not my true gift. Maybe my journey that I've gone through myself in my own health is what has been my purpose all along. I put some really serious thought into that. I thought about everything I've gone through. I thought about almost losing a daughter. I thought about having surgeries and almost dying. And I realized that I really wanted to help people that had gone through similar situations. I also realized that the similar situations wasn't the specific health issues. Didn't seem to make sense in the beginning. It took me a while to really come to terms with, I had gone through a lot with Candida, for instance, but I didn't necessarily want to work with only Candida health cases, health scenarios. I realized that what I really wanted to work with was the emotional and energetic capacity that it takes and the toll that it takes and the burden that it feels to have health issues. Being a woman, but not because it's being a woman, being because of the journey that I went through as a woman, how it affected me, how it affected my world, how it affected my relationship, my marriage, my children. I wanted to speak to my truth of the horrible side of the journey that I'd gone through. And I wanted women to know that they weren't alone. And in that, I realized that I could help countless people because I was listening and I understood. And my experience in what I went through was the connection. My 10 years of teaching college health, my nutritional expertise was all secondary to that. My communication and being able to tap into people, to what they were going through, to acknowledge that burden that they were suffering, to being able to share my own journey with them so that they didn't feel alone, made them feel like I actually got it. And then coming up with a plan was the icing on the cake to sell them why they should work with me. They were wanting to work with me. The testimonies were flying in. Every time I wanted to quit because this job is emotionally taxing and energetically taxing, I would receive a testimony and think, I can't stop now. I can't stop. It was so much more than I anticipated. It was unbelievably gratifying to be able to help people in that way and acknowledging that I was 100% off, thinking that I could just use my skill and my knowledge to help them. Realizing that I could see them as people, use my own journey, tap into exactly what they were going through, speak to them on a level that they really wanted me to, not as the expert in the beginning, as another human being, as another woman, as another person who had suffered, sharing, caring. Then I would go into, okay, here's what I can do for you. Here is how I can help you. Here is how we are going to get you to a place of joy again. One of the questions I always asked people in the beginning was, if I can help you with one thing, what would it be? And then I would say, what would be more important if we got rid of that one thing or if we brought you joy? Seems odd. And it would kind of throw them at first. But they would always say, well, joy, because I've gone through a lot in my life and I do remember times where I was suffering and I was still happy. And it was like this light bulb moment went off for them where they realized that the health, the symptoms, was also secondary. I don't know if you're getting what I'm putting down here today, but truly connecting into someone, truly understanding, truly sharing with them, it sounds so frou-frou. It sounds like a sales pitch. It sounds like you don't really mean it. But when you're sitting on the phone with someone, when you're sitting even, face to face with them, video like this, they will know, they will feel how legitimate and sincere and empathetic you are. And that is what makes them want to work with you. There's so many experts out there that can just tell them what they should or shouldn't do. There's so many different programs. There's different diets. There's research that proves most of them unhealthy or healthy. And clients are coming at you at an all-time confused state. And they really want you to be different. And what's going to make you different is this. I hope you found that helpful. I hope it rings true for you. I can't wait to share the next video with you. So keep your eyes on your email. Chat soon.